the homework first. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So last week, yesterday, the challenge was for the homework was to add a new button, a reset button that's going to reset your score, and we randomly put your positions of your hole and ball, and also make them both visible. All right. So who wants to show how they did that first? Armand, do you want to show first? All right. Go ahead. So I'll enable.
You disabled it.
It's enabled now.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and share a screen, and you can show us all what you did.
I did this. And
I see
the
you got a
only
reset
thing
button here at the front.
and the only thing that I had to do was this. And it actually works.
So there's a little bit more I think you needed to do. Can you scroll up and show me the chunk of code that happens when you press next level?
Okay.
Hold on, can you go back to blocks? Let me see something.
But it works
Okay,
perfectly on my phone.
So here is the next level code.
Mm-hmm.
And here is the collided with code.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here is the movement and bouncing. Okay, so this is all you added here. All right, so this is one part of what you needed to do for the homework. I'm glad to see you were able to figure out how to use variables and get it set to 0 and reset and stuff. There's a couple more things. So for instance, you needed to, oh no, put that back. Like this part here that sets it to visible and changes the score is also would have been needed in the other code. But don't worry, we'll show you how to actually go through it and do it correctly today. But you got a good part of it. All right, so good job. Okay, why does it keep? There you go. Awesome.
Well, I don't know why it works 100% perfectly on my phone then.
100% perfectly.
So when you click the reset button, does your ball reappear somewhere else? Or you just
why?
Because right now it looks like you only.
No, when I press reset, then I press reset, then I have to go to the next level.
Yeah, okay. So, but what Tim says is that can you put the functionality of next level inside of reset so you don't have to push 2 buttons? So that's what he means. Does that make sense? The reset button has to combine the functionality of both buttons, right? So it has to have the next level functionality. So it has to do the same thing that next level does, plus set the score to 0, right? So you don't have to push 2 buttons. Yeah, when you reset means that everything goes to the original position, right? So it's kind of like a next level button. Just add whatever you had there, score equals 0, right? Yeah, but good job. You figured how to use the variables. That's awesome. That was the most difficult part of it. The rest was just the same thing that we already did, right? Good job.
All right, Manan, do you have a question?
I'll go fix that.
It's not exactly a question. By mistakenly, my buttons, like my reset button, I made it into a label by mistake. So is there a way that I can just delete my reset button?
Yes. So, if you made it as a label instead,
you can put it in your backpack.
You can put it in your backpack.
No, on my front screen.
No, up there in the top corner, like in the blocks code, there's like a backpack, and you can drag your code into it, and it will save it.
But my reset button, I didn't even code it. It's a designer button. I'm in the designers. The reset button is a label, actually.
Yeah, okay, so if it's accidentally a label, all you have to do is click it, and then under components, click delete, and then just drag out a button and go through it again. All right, there's no way to like convert it into a button. You have to just go and make a new one.
Oh, when- If I press on reset and click on delete, it's saying delete delete this component.
Do you wanna share your screen? We can just take a look.
Okay, sure. So you told me to click on this wall, whatever, and then you told me to press delete and that.
Yeah, and I'll just click delete again.
It says
Okay,
it
and
will.
now, yeah, you just delete it. So now drag another button out and put it there. And now you can go and do everything again, but with this one.
Yeah.
Share next.
Who wanted to share next? Ian, was that you?
Yep.
Ian?
And
Yeah,
Sophia.
sure. Go ahead. Ian and then Sophia, yeah.
Okay. Share screen. Share. Ta-da! Just basically copied and pasted this and then added set global score to 0.
So when you click, you move to visible, move to global score. Yeah, so you're also really close. You managed to get all the moving, the visibility, and you set the score to 0. But again, guys, so the main thing to know is that the variables, so the score variable that you're setting to 0, it's only being stored in the back of the app's memory, right? It's not being shown on the screen unless you explicitly say to show that number as the score on the screen. So if you notice here, when we collide with the hole, right, what we say is we say set label1.text to join score get global score. And actually, Ian, right there, you should have had the set global score +1 above the label1.text. But yeah, you would have needed that set label1.text again underneath set global score to 0 to actually display your new score as 0. So you can actually do that right now. Just copy and paste that green block, the one underneath. Yeah, that one. So just duplicate that and drag it to the bottom of that button 1.click or button 2.click. There you go. So now it's actually going to reset the score to 0. But instead of just, knowing that the score is 0, it's actually going to display it in the label by saying score 0. All right, and that's what's actually going to make it show up on the screen.
Yep, thank you.
Good job, Ian. Good to see that you guys are capable of doing things on your own without help. Excellent. Okay,
Sophia, do you want to share yours? Yeah, there you go. That's actually, I think that's entirely right. So you move all your balls, you make it visible, you set global score to 0, and you finally update the label. Awesome. Did you manage to test it out on your phone?
Oh, so we just need to do the same exact thing, right?
yeah, exactly. Same thing that you did to next level. Just add one more. Yeah, score equals 0 thing.
It's basically the exact same code.
Yeah.
I told you for this one, you're basically not writing any new code. You're just taking chunks from other things that we wrote. Who wants to show theirs next?
I'll show mine next.
Yeah, sure. Hannah, do you want to share your screen? Awesome. Yeah, you're also. Oh. Ooh. Okay, yours is almost fully correct. I think you don't really need that last line because it's not doing anything. It's just saying set global score to global score plus 0.
So you don't increase it by any number at all. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So set global score to
Apart from
0.
that, yeah, everything else looks good.
Will you reset your score variable and then you'll just display it. Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. You're good. So you can, yeah, stop sharing. There you go. Who's left? We still have
Zaki.
Abraz and
I got
Zaki.
I'll go.
Abraz, yeah, do you want to go?
I don't have the code.
Okay.
Why do we need the visible false in the beginning?
Yeah, that's probably the only weird thing.
So
You're basically you're turning everything invisible and then making everything visible again. So you don't need those 3 falses. You can maybe leave the button one if that's what you want to do. But you don't need them. Also, you're saying move the ball to a random position twice. Instead, you should probably just saying one is the ball and one is the hole.
the second should be whole, yeah. There you go. Yeah, and those 3, you don't really need them, right? You just, yeah. Because by moving them, so you're pretty much like hiding them before you're moving them, and then you're showing them, which,
Okay, and one more thing. Scroll down to the bottom here. Yeah, the rest looks good. Awesome. There
yeah,
you go.
awesome.
All right, and finally, Zaki, do you want to show yours?
I'm perfect again.
Yes.
Yeah, scroll down to show us the bottom one click. Yeah, that one.
You can just press minus, and then you can see the entire code, I guess.
You can zoom out a little.
The dot.
There's a Fourier reset button. So Zaki, yeah, you were close. You managed to get them both reset, moving somewhere else, and the visibility. But I think you missed the score part. So you have to set score to 0, and then you have to update the score.
Wait, can you show us? Can you show your the next level button also?
But actually, is this the next level button or is this the reset button?
This is button 1, next level button.
Oh, okay. Show me the reset button.
But no, even this one needs to have.
No, that one's fine. Next level, that's fine.
Oh, right.
I bet you just did it what he did.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, yeah. So you should have pretty much like duplicated your next level code and inserted it here, right? Whatever is inside of your next level button, those can be duplicated and just copied here. Tim, let's fix it right now here.
Do you not want to show it on screen? Like I can share and just.
Can you zoom out a little bit, Zaki?
Can I go up?
Zoom out. You see that plus and minus on the right side next to the trash? So minus will help you to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that you can see more code. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so go ahead and click on those purple move to, the ball move to and hole move to, duplicate them. Right click on them. Yeah, there you go. And insert into your Yeah, into the reset button. Okay, and then, yeah, good job, right? That looks better. Okay, then the other one, the whole also duplicate, insert. Tim, can you guide him, please?
Yeah, so also duplicate the visibility thing.
Okay, and Manan, you were supposed to do the same thing, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Golf ball's good. All right, the final thing, if you scroll up, do you see under hole.collided with the part that says set score.text to join score something something, right?
The last.
There you go. Yeah, no, put it back. Just duplicate it. And you want to put that at the bottom of there. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So you're gonna reset your score to 0. You're gonna move your ball and your hole to new positions, right? Then you're gonna show the new score. So Tim, why are we doing the golf ball visible true?
Just in case. I don't know.
We don't need that, right?
No, well, if your golf ball wasn't, if your golf ball was already invisible and you are pressing reset, it should turn back on.
Why? At which stage did we make it invisible?
Well, let's say you just scored a ball.
Yeah,
if you don't add that, then you're going to press the reset button and then your golf ball is not going to be anywhere.
Oh, okay. Then Abras didn't need to delete that one, right?
Abraz didn't delete it. He had to duplicate.
I think he deleted the golf
No,
ball.
Abraz had 3 above that said set visibility false, and then 2 below that said set visibility true.
Got
He
it.
left. We left the set visibility true.
He deleted the false.
false.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good job, Zaki. So that's how the homework was supposed to be done. Yeah. Do you have any questions?
No.
No. Okay. So that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Good job figuring the variables. So that was the hardest part, I think. Okay. And Manan, you want to show now what you have? Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know if it worked or not.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go through the entire process on my screen because I think Arman also needs to follow it.
Can you actually help Arman to do? Manan to do that? Don't put them on top of each other.
Too. It would probably be easier.
Put them on top. Never put the code on top of each other. Yeah.
All right, guys. So yeah, let me actually go through the challenge and just make sure everyone can see it here. And guys, if you weren't able to finish it up, so Arman and Manan, listen up to this. We'll go through and do it right now. So actually, I'm just gonna rename my buttons real quick. Next level and reset. All right. And the code we're going to be adding now is the reset button code. So when reset dot clicked, all of you guys got this part, so this was fine. Or you guys, some of you had button 2 dot click or whatever you had this. It doesn't really matter what you're clicking or what the name of it is. But when we click it, all right, we're going to need to do a couple things. Firstly, we're going to do all of the next level code. So I'm just going to copy this chunk in here. This. All right, there you go. So right now it's going to do everything that happens when I press next level. But the main part here is the score resetting. So this part also all of you managed to get. To reset the score to 0, to reset the actual variable to 0, you're going to go reset, set, global score to the number 0. Okay, Arman, are you following along? Manan, how about you? Yes. Okay. So once it's reset to 0, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, you did this part here, but just make sure you add these blocks as well. All right, you can just copy them.
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. All right.
Okay, so can they share the screen and show us if they've done that
Just
part?
wait, just wait. I'm not done. So after so after you reset the variable, we still need to actually update it in our app so that the user can see it. So for this, we're gonna go find this chunk here, up and collided with, all right? That says set label one.text, and I'm going to duplicate this. That's not how you do that in Chrome. Hold up. Like that. Okay. And now I'm going to slap that underneath global score. All right. So this is actually going to take that score that I just set to 0 and make sure that my label now says score : 0. All right. Which is exactly what we want it to do. So this is all the code you need to add. All right. So I'll leave this up for a sec. Make sure you guys all copy this down. All right. And it looks somewhat like this. It doesn't matter the order you put it in. Like you can put some of it in other places. All right. But make sure you have this here.
Okay. So Arman, when you set the variable to 0, it only happens in the brain of your computer, right? Then your
Oh, wait, it's there.
the command.
I have it.
Yeah, then your computer needs another command to actually display it to the user, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe I have to duplicate it?
Yeah, so because you were clicking the next level button, it was kind of doing that for you, but we want to make sure it's all in one reset button, right? So Manan, you showed us the sum up. Do you want to share your screen and show it to us?
So you mean you want me to duplicate it then?
Yeah, we'll walk you in a minute through your screen. Just one sec. Let's go ahead,
Okay.
Manan, show us your screen. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, good job, man. Good job, Manan. You did it. Okay, Arman, go ahead, share your screen.
I do it right.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Good job. So everyone's on the same page now. Glad to see that. What's up, Manan? I can hear.
I can test my finger.
You want to test your app? Yeah, sure. Give me the QR code. Yeah, just a sec. I need a minute here. Just a sec. I need to set up the device here. Okay, connected. Okay, I took a screenshot of your code because I have a little difficulty here. Oh, no, I'm connected. Sorry, it worked. Just one sec. I'll be able to do that right now. So scan QR code.
You have to try again. It's
Yeah, let's try again. New code. Yeah. There you go. There we go. Okay. So I'll share the screen now.
sent.
Mhm.
Yeah, now I can control it.
Yeah.
Is it possible that you can kind of full screen it here?
Full screen it.
Yeah,
Well, let's just test the reset button right now.
there, it works.
It shows score 1 though, doesn't it? Click that again.
If you
Click
scored.
the reset button again.
Click reset again.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go.
Okay, so it shows screen score 0. Okay,
Yeah.
so this one will score it.
Come on, just move, you ball. I put you on the speed of 3.5 and you're...
There you go. Okay, and reset. Yeah, it works. Perfect. Good job, buddy. Nicely done.
And
Awesome.
good thing it moves at least.
Yeah. No, it also depends with which speed you flunk it, right? If you give it bigger momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're ready to move on. Yeah, Tim?
Awesome.
I have a
So,
question.
Yes, Manan?
In our game, aren't we gonna add, so if someone when they play the game, so you see a front screen, and with the front screen there's a play button, and when they press the play button it's gonna automatically count.
You can add anything now that you know how to add the button, right? Now that you know how to code the background, and more you learn the coding, more you understand the principle of coding, then you can, it's just the same coding, but using the drag and drop blocks. It's even easier, right? Yeah, actually, Zaki here was in our FLL team, the first Lego League Robotics team. And this year, actually, one of our teams used the App Inventor to create the application. It was kind of Uber for buses, where the regular people could actually use it to get on the bus that goes on that same route. So just call the bus. It's kind of Uber share, but bus share idea. So it was pretty cool, and judges were so impressed with that, right? So yeah. And these kids were just your age, so it's absolutely doable, guys. Yeah. Okay, so Tim, I think we can move on and start a new project. We have something really
The
exciting.
Lego classes I'm gonna be in is gonna be 100.
Okay, Tim, go ahead.
Definitely 100% my favorite.
Yeah.
all right. Let me share my screen. Give me a sec. All right, here you go. So let's do just a quick little review of what we covered last class, and then we'll get into what we're going to add today. All right, so as of the moment, we now have two nice big buttons. All right, I have a next level and I have a reset button. All right, these are allowing me to play around with my game, and we even added a score system. So we can actually keep track of like how many points you have or if you're winning, right? Well, there's no really way to win, but you can just see how many points you've made into the hole. All right. We also made it so you can drag this around. If you get it in the hole, you get a point, all that fun stuff. And the next level button resets them into random places and increases your score a little too, and allows you to play again, right? So it shows the visibility and everything. So one thing that's kind of unrealistic about our game right now is if I fling my ball against a wall, it will just bounce back and forth forever, right? It's not really going to stop. So that would be like one strat that you could do. You could just fling it against a wall and it would just like bounce up to the to the hole. But that's really unrealistic, right? So most games that are like mini golf based, or like you're throwing a ball or something, the ball will actually decelerate or it will slow down as it's moving through the grass, right? In real golf, this is a thing too. Nowhere in our world will you ever have like a ball moving infinitely, bouncing off of walls, right? So that's the first thing we're going to do today. We're going to try to figure out how to add deceleration to this. All right, and then finally, I looked a little bit into how to get like obstacles into this because Ian was asking. So we can maybe try to do something like that. That might be a little bit harder and a little bit more code though. So we'll talk about that afterwards if you guys want to add that. All right, but let's talk about deceleration. So how deceleration is going to work for this project is we're basically going to have some way to take this ball and slow it down a little bit over time, right? So if you're actually like decelerating, right, what's happening is your speed is constantly decreasing as you're moving. It's not like you're moving, and then all of a sudden you stop, right? That's not how deceleration works. So we're gonna have to somehow make it so that every like second or every like 0.1 of a second, this ball is gonna slow down just a little bit, right? And the way we're gonna use this is we're gonna use a new element that we've actually never used before, and it's gonna be under sensors, and it's gonna be called clock. All right, now clock is a very misleading tool because it doesn't really do much clock related stuff. Like it doesn't tell you the time or anything. Well, it can if you want it to, but the main thing we're going to be using it for is to have a constantly running piece of code that's just going to run once or like 10 times per second. All right, and that's going to allow us to do some like constant slowing down like we need in this game for deceleration. All right, so what guys, I want you to do that. Go under sensors and drag a clock out into our game. And you'll notice under over here where it says non-visible components, our clock is going to show up. All right, because the clock is something that's like in the back end, it doesn't really show up anywhere on your screen. You can just use it to help make your game a little better. All right, and then the main thing that I want you to edit as well is over here. You see a little slot that says timer interval. All right, and it's gonna be set to 1,000. Now, does anybody know what this 1,000 means? Or have any guesses? 1,000 what? What unit?
Milliseconds.
It could maybe be seconds. Ian thinks it's milliseconds. Yeah, so this is actually going to be milliseconds. So 1,000 milliseconds is how many seconds?
1 second.
1 second. So this right here is 1 second. And how this works is you'll see in the code in a sec. Make sure that these two checkboxes are enabled, by the way. How this works is basically this clock is going to allow you to run code once every 1,000 milliseconds. All right. You can lower this if you want your code to run more often. So I want my deceleration to be kind of smooth. I don't want to like happen once a second. So I'm gonna actually set this to like 100, so that I'm gonna have a little bit of a deceleration happening on my ball 10 times per second, or once every 100 milliseconds. All right. So guys, I'll give you a sec here. Make sure you add a clock. Both checkboxes are checked, and timer interval says 100. Okay. You'll notice the clock is also a small element. Like there's not a lot of properties you can change. And that's mainly because it's a backend element, so it's not going to be showing up on the front of your screen, right? So that's just, there's not a lot to change with it.
I think Manan is raising his hand. He says a question.
Yeah, is your clock supposed to be on the bottom of the phone, not inside of the phone?
Yeah, so it should show up here where it says non-visible components, because it's not visible, right? You can't see the phone's clock.
Okay, got it.
It's going to be, you can access it.
They still show it, so you can click on it and change the parameters, right? But it's nowhere on the screen because you don't see it on the screen.
All right, so I think everyone's good with this. So 100, both checkboxes. All right, and now if we go to blocks, how this is going to work is you can go and scroll down and select the clock, and you can pick this first one, when clock 1.timer. All right, and this is basically going to say when those 100 milliseconds are up, start, do something basically. All right, and this is where we're going to do our things, and we'll talk about what we're going to do in a sec. But we're gonna have to do some chunk of code inside of this timer, and then to make sure that it happens again in another 100 milliseconds, we need to turn this clock back on. So think of it as like a timer, right? With a timer, if you have like one of those egg ones or on your phone, right? You set it to like 30 seconds, and then when the 30 seconds stop, it just stops. It doesn't time again unless you turn it back on, right? So we're basically going to start a timer, all right? And when it finishes, we're going to do something and then start it again. And then when it finishes, we're going to do something and start it again. Right? And we're going to do that over and over again to help decelerate our ball. Okay. So the part to reactivate our timer is we're going to go under clock, right? And we're going to find, it's near the bottom here, the part that says timer enabled. Set clock.1.timer enabled to, and we're going to set it back to true. All right, because I think after the timer stops, it sets this to false. We're just going to set it back to true. And above this, this is where we're going to want all of our code. Okay, above the set, not below the set. So let's think about this. So if I want to decelerate my ball, what do you guys think the best way to do that is? Does anyone have any ideas? Let me go into annotate mode so we can like brainstorm. What do you think the best way to decelerate my ball is? We have a couple of different options on how we can do it. Like speaking in math terms, think what could you do to the speed of a ball to slow it down?
-1.
You could do, yeah, sure. So for instance, I could do something like take the speed and do -1 every single time this thing runs. All right, we can try a -1. That might like kill it at some point. But let me ask you this: if my ball goes forward, and then like it starts decelerating by -1, right? At some point, once it reaches 0, what's the next speed gonna be? So if I'm at 0 and I do this speed -1, what's my new speed?
-1.
-1. So if my speed is -1, which direction am I moving?
Backwards.
I'm moving backwards. And then again, next frame, it does speed -1 again. So then what's my new speed? It's -2.
-2.
Yeah, and then it does it again, -3, -4, -5, right? And then all of a sudden I'm speeding up in my backwards direction. Right?
And then you're gonna crash and
So-
then you can go forward.
This would theoretically work if we added in some kind of condition saying that like it has to be positive for it to be -1. But there is an easier way, which isn't necessarily, it's maybe not as realistic as it is in real life, but it would work a little bit better and a little bit easier for our applications. So instead of doing a minus, what else can I do to lower a number, to decrease it? What other operations result in a smaller number? Well, let's think about what other ones are there. If I do addition, is that going to result in a smaller number? Not really, right? What about multiplication?
No.
With multiplication, not necessarily, right? But what if I do something like this? Instead of multiplying by 1, what if I say 0.5? Am I going to result in a smaller number now?
Yes.
Yes. Right? So if I do this, my new speed is going to be like half the speed of my old speed. Right? And it's going to keep doing that until my speed slowly becomes like really, really close to 0. It'll probably never become 0. It'll become super close. So let's actually try this. Let me just go to calculator.
Question for math gurus, guys. If you don't want to use 0.5, what other math operation you can use here? Speed multiplied by 0.5 is same thing as speed divided by what? Manan, I can hear you.
0.5?
No.
Wait, so
So speed multiplied by 0.5 is
the
same.
answer that you get divided by speed.
Speed divide same thing as speed divided by what?
If speed times 0.5 gets you half of a speed, what do you have to divide speed by to get half of speed?
Yeah, exactly. So if my speed is, I don't know, 6, and I multiply it by 0.5, what would the result be? So speed is 6 multiplied by 0.5. I think they don't understand yet the concept of decimal. So maybe let's use the division instead. So if my speed is 6,
This is gonna be
multiplied speed 6 multiplied by 0.5 is what? Tim, can you do that operation on your calculator so they can see?
divided by or multiplied by?
Multiplied. 0.5. Yeah, does that make sense? How can you get to that result from 6?
And it will become 1.5.
6 divided by
What can you divide 6 by to get 3?
1.5.
Why
Or
1.5?
3.
So 6 divided by 3 is 3.
No, yeah, I know how to do this. It's just I'm not thinking straight.
Yeah, so speed divided by 2 is the same thing as speed multiplied by 0.5. So Tim, I think, can we use divide by 2 instead?
No. This is gonna be. We're still gonna be having to use decimals. I'm not gonna actually use 0.5. I'm gonna have to use like 0.99, which is the same as dividing by like 1.1. So it's still gonna be just as complicated. Anyway.
Okay.
So okay, let's look at this. So if my speed starts at like 15, right? To decelerate this number, all right, what we could do is we can multiply by any number smaller than 1. If we multiply by any number smaller than 1, right, or in between 0 and 1, what that's going to result in is a smaller number than 15, because it's going to be taking, well, it's going to be leaving a smaller chunk of 15. So let's try this. If I do multiplied by 0.9, I'm going to result in 13.5.
It's like 90%
and then I can do this again.
the original number. Yeah.
I can do this again, right? 12.5, again, and my number is slowly going to decrease, and it's actually going to start decreasing at a slower rate as I approach 0. So you'll notice here, once I'm really close to 0, it takes a lot longer to drop to 0, and it really is never actually going to get to 0. But for us in our golf game, this doesn't really matter. As long as it looks like the ball isn't moving, you can see
There's an error.
Scientific notation.
Error.
This is just another way of writing a number. This says that you have to like put the decimal point 4 places that way, and you'll learn about that in school later. But basically, as long as our speed is close enough to 0, it'll look like our ball isn't moving, so it doesn't actually matter that it's not going to be ever getting to 0. All right, so essentially that's what we're going to have to do here. We're going to go here, and we're going to say golf ball does set golf ball dot speed right here to some multiplication of 2 values. So one is going to be our current speed, which is going to be just get golf ball dot speed, or like the one that doesn't have the set before it. You should see it here, this one. All right, multiplied by, and then we're going to put a number here, and we're going to say like 0.9. All right, now how this deceleration is going to work, can I add comments? Oh, hey, oh. No, stop. Okay, comment, what is comment?
Show all comments. Doesn't work?
But I haven't made any comments, hold up. Anyway, I'll just explain it here. So, oh, it's 0 now, what? Okay. Okay, hold up. This is guys, one quick thing. Do you see how? Actually. Oh, never mind. Maybe just reset for me. Hold up. Okay, there you go. So if you want your golf ball to decelerate faster, you're actually going to make this number smaller. So if you want it to like slow down a lot quicker, then you're going to need to have this at like 0.5 or something, right? The lower this number is, 0.1, the faster you're going to decelerate. But if you want like a realistic slow deceleration, that you're going to make it as high as you want, but not greater than 1. So maximum is probably like 999 or something like that, right? But if you want, I'm going to leave it at 0.9 for now and try this out just to see how much deceleration this gives. All right, and again, guys, make sure that this line that we added is above set clock1.timer enabled. All right, because we want to like start the timer after we actually do all of our code. Okay, so give this a try. I'm gonna actually connect to my companion now and try this out. You can still see the code. There you go. And you guys can do the same. And let me know how it works. Okay, play around with that number, 0.9, all right? Because 0.9 may not be amazing for you guys. And depending on the base speed of the ball, it might decelerate too fast or not fast enough. Okay, so play around with it. Try going 0.8, try making it a little higher. So yeah, it does work. My ball like stops now. Kind of cool. It looks a lot more realistic too. And the golf ball appears to stop after a while because the speed is so small that it's not really even moving. One thing that you may also want to do, if that seems to go too slow, I want to actually boost up my multiplier to 3. So that way my golf ball will be a little faster before decelerating. That actually, it feels a lot better. A lot more realistic.
Which multiplier?
You know how we had a little multiplier here to increase our speed?
Okay.
I increased that so that my speed of the ball was a little bit higher.
Okay, so everyone, now go ahead and add the when clock.timer block and set goal speed to goal speed multiplied by 0.9 and timer enabled equals true. And let us know if you have any trouble at all finding blocks or any help at all.
Can I test now? I'm done.
Yeah, let me start the app again, just one sec.
Did
Until
everybody
then,
get this code down so I can stop sharing?
Can you show us the code first, Manan? Share your screen.
I'm done. Yeah. For
Yeah.
the let me just go up. There.
Can we see your code first? Just one sec. Okay, actually, let's test it right away. Let me go grab the code. Thank you. Code. Mhm. Okay.
I'm done.
Did you test it, Arman?
No, not yet. I still have to test it.
Okay, go ahead, test it and let us know how it goes. It's not moving. Can we see your code again? No, it's not moving. Tim,
Yeah.
can you please check his code? It's not moving.
And make sure you flick well.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, it
Looked
is.
like it worked to me.
Okay, let's reset that. Next level. Oh, it's kind of next level anyways. Right?
Working normal to me.
This
Nothing
time Manan tested by dragging it towards the wall. Let's see. Towards
Nothing changed.
Don't throw it into the hole. Throw it somewhere else.
Doesn't want to
Oh, I
fall.
did that change.
Sorry. Tim, something is, oh,
Press reset. Oh.
Just again, make sure you're flinging it properly.
well, how many ways there are to fling it?
Well, I don't know. Obviously, a couple.
No, but look, maybe he needs a bigger multiplier. That's what I mean. I think
Yeah,
he
maybe.
needs, yeah. Okay, can you show us, Manan, your code? Let me stop sharing this. Yeah, I think it needs a little fix. Go ahead, share your screen, show us your code. Can you open the flank one, the one the ball is flanked? Yeah, no, not this one. The,
Ball dot flung. The one to the bottom left. Yeah, there.
yeah, that one. Oh,
Yeah, that's fine. 3.5 is actually pretty high.
3.5. And can you show the new block that you just added? The timer one? Can you show us the timer block?
He did. I think it looks fine.
No, can you open it? Yeah, timer. Ball speed. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay. Well, it's kind of slows a lot, right? Okay, you want to try it again? Yeah, let's go. Let me share again. Oh, can you stop sharing? Can you stop sharing? No, 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 don't do that. I still have it open. Don't refresh anything. Yeah, let me just share it. There you go. Okay. Okay, towards the wall. Drag it towards the wall. Oh, there you go.
Really fling it. Make sure it's like, put some force into it.
Yeah, it's hard remotely, right? But it doesn't accelerate at all. It just goes and slows him. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's the point. Deceleration.
It's constantly decelerates, right?
See, like I have a lower multiplier and I can almost get it all the way across my screen. I don't know if you can see it.
I feel like you need to have a phone to do this.
Like, yeah, if you fling on a phone, it's a lot better. Yeah.
I know.
Mine, I can fling it all the way across the screen.
You can.
I know, because you're on a phone. Yeah, I'm done with this game.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I'm back.
See, like it goes pretty far.
I didn't even wait. Did I just hit it?
No, I'm
I
doing
think Iran is
it.
poking
Yeah,
around.
yeah. I'm trying to flung it myself now.
See, like you can get it okay far.
Boom. Now there. Now it's just gonna go straight.
Okay, but anyway, guys, you just realize Tim just showed you the trick how to.
Yeah, now we
decelerate.
can stop.
Yeah. Okay. Let's stop sharing this.
There, you can stop screen sharing.
I think there might be some issue with my visual
Because
here.
my game is just horrible.
There you go. Okay. Okay, so who tested it? If you
I haven't tested it.
you want to test it, Abras?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, give me your QR code.
So go ahead and yeah, there you go. So connect AI companion.
Mhm.
Wait, who's testing?
Abraz is testing it. Just one sec. Okay, I think the issue is with my Zoom actually. Is keep clicking the buttons here. Tim, can you maybe add the flow control to your screen and share yours? Because I have some issues with Zoom.
What's wrong with Zoom?
I know I click the share screen and nothing happens. So can you connect your phone to the flow?
I can try.
Yeah. But anyways, let me test it. Yeah. So that's probably why the lag was there. Because whenever I'm connected through share screen, yeah, I can't share the screen for some reason. Yeah, I can't click anywhere. Nothing will. Okay, guys, I have to restart my computer, looks like, so I'll leave it for a moment. At the same time, at the meantime, team, can you please?
Yeah, Abraz, can you share your screen again?
Make sure to reset the companion first. Reset the connection first.
Yeah, so click reset connection first. Do you see the option that says go down that list and click reset connection?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, guys. So right now you can go ahead and take your quick break, go get some water, go to the bathroom, and we'll see you again at like 11:06. Abraz, I'm gonna keep testing with you. Hopefully it connects. It doesn't look like it wants to.
Disconnect to me. It's just my entire screen is frozen. I can't click anything on Zoom. I can't even.
Abraz, can you share your screen again and show me the QR code one more time?
Yeah, first.
Reset connection. Show me the QR code. Oh, okay. Let me share this. Okay, so you can request control. Okay, and go ahead, try to fling it around. So try clicking the next level. Next level. Okay, there you go. And try one more time just to see if it decelerates. So yeah, it seems to slow down after a while. Awesome. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, okay, there you go. Good job. So everyone seems to work. You can go ahead and take your break now, and we will meet up again in a couple of minutes. All right.
Do 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 do.
All right, guys. So it's been a couple minutes. Let me know if you guys are back, and we can keep going.
Tim, were you guys able to test?
Mhm.
Did it work?
Yep.
Good. Okay, so how did everyone else do? Can you guys give us some feedback whether your deceleration worked? Let's go one by one. Sophia, what about you? Yeah, Manan, we tested yours. We know that. Abraz, we tested yours. Sophia? Can you unmute yourself, honey?
My mom said that she's going to down the emulator after class.
Okay, yeah.
So, well, I should have it by tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure to test it too, right? Because emulator kind of the emulator is not the online thing, so you do need a little bit more powerful computer for that, but hopefully yours one will handle it.
When you download the emulator, do you still need an Android device?
No, it's like you doing right now through the screen sharing. You just have that Android device showing next. It just make sure you do not close it, right? Because if you close it, you have to restart your entire emulator again. Tim?
Well, when I'm not opening the emulator now. But whenever wait.
Yeah, let's try to get the emulator working on your machine before this session ends, before this camp ends.
So when I say emulator, it gives me a message starting the Android emulator. Please wait. This might take a while or two. So does it mean that it's an Android emulator where you don't need an Android device?
Yeah, exactly. Emulator is
No,
just
yeah, wait. So, okay, did you install the emulator?
No, I didn't install it, but I want.
Okay, so if you click connect and say emulator, it will say something, but you need to actually have
the
the emulator installed.
and maybe stay after the class and we'll walk you through that just to make sure that you do everything correctly there, okay? Can we do that?
My mom can wait, so are you guys here till 12:15?
Yeah, we can stay a little bit after the class, no problem. Okay?
Because if you're here till 12:15 and my mom can install the emulator before that and after class ends, then I can show you the emulator.
Yeah, just stay after class. We'll get to that. But at the meantime, I want to move on. It's 11:10. We still want to show you one new game. And Sophia, honey, can you unmute and tell us how did your testing go?
My testing went well.
Went well, so everything works? Okay, good job. Yeah, so you could actually decelerate, right? And Ian, I know you did yours. How is Zaki and Hannah doing?
Yeah, mine works.
Your word. Okay, good. Zaki and Arman? Yeah, Zaki shows them up. Arman?
There was a tiny bit difference, I guess.
Okay, you want to share your screen? We want to see your code.
Okay.
Yeah, everything seems okay. Yeah, go ahead, test it.
I'm already connected.
Oh, you already connected. Okay, so when you flunk the ball, do you see it's decelerating?
A little bit.
Yeah, and that's what's the physics in real world, right? That's how they work, and that's what you just implemented in your goal. So you literally made your golf ball look like a golf ball, not like a ball somewhere in the universe where there's no friction of gravity. Okay. Good job. Okay, excellent. Okay, team, everyone's on the same page. We can actually move on. We can start a new game now.
What is this new game about?
All right, no, not yet. We're not doing a new game yet. Let me show a thing real quick. Hold up.
Are we adding to the golf game still, or are we creating a new game?
We're gonna add one more thing to this, and then we'll do a new thing.
Then what?
So check this out. Check this out.
My golf game has almost everything.
Tim, are you trying to add the obstacles?
Yes.
I would add a tree there.
That would be
so excited.
Yeah.
All right, so let me share my flow screen. Okay, so this is my phone screen. All right, Now, basically, I added these little two orange balls. And I'll show you how they work, right? So if you try to shoot at them, you just bounce off. And then you can shoot into your hole. So I didn't really, well, there's probably other ways to just stop it when it hits it, but that's kind of lame. This is more fun. And you can do cool trick shots.
Cool.
And they don't move right now. But again, that's something that you guys can try to program in if you are interested. But I can show you how to make it so that you can bounce off the balls and place them around. The coolest part about this, check this out. Let me stop sharing this and just start sharing my main screen. The code for this, you only need to write once onto your main golf ball. So if I want to add another obstacle, I can just drag out another ball, right? I can make it any size, any color, right? I can make it like green. My green's kind of already there. Let's do magenta, right? And now let me share my regular screen. Right? Without even having to add any like other programming, it'll just bounce off of it right away.
So you
Okay.
just had to add a simple ball, just scan your QR code, and then just play?
Well, okay, the balls themselves, I added a little bit of code to make it bounce off, but it works for all of it, so you don't have to do it like per ball. Okay?
Is there a possible way where you can make a character by drawing it yourself? Like, can I just draw a tree and just leave it there so it's just my obstacle?
There's something here called an image sprite, so you can add images in.
And that was the next app we were going to show you, right?
I don't know how it'll really work.
Yeah.
No, image sprite is different, but I don't really know how that would work with the collisions. So that'll kind of depend. But for now, let's take a look at how I added this in. So for the main part of it, just adding in the balls, I know you guys already know how to do, so I'm not going to go through this again. But if basically you just drag a ball out, any size you want, any color you want, right? Put it wherever you want. These can be like obstacles, all right? And right now, I'm not programming, like when I do next level, these guys stay in the same place right now. You can make them go to different places if you want, all right? That's an option. But for me, they stay just wherever they are right now. All right. But then the code to make it bounce off. This is kind of fun. So let's just go to blocks real quick. And basically all I did is I added this chunk here. All right. So I said when golf ball dot collided with, what I did is I pointed my golf ball towards the thing it collided with and then turned 180 degrees. So basically when it hits it, it just goes in the exact opposite direction as the direction it should be going to go to the object. So it basically, since there are two circles, it just bounces away. All right, so these two lines. All right, so maybe I can like draw it out if that would make more sense, right? So I have one ball and another ball, right? And when they collide, bing, right? This ball, regardless of how it collided, what it does is it points. Oh, that's a blue. Hold on, let me change the color. It points towards the center of this ball and then turns around so that it points exactly in the opposite direction.
And those of you who've done Lego, guys, you understand the degrees and how if you turn 180 degrees, your Lego car used to turn, right?
All right, so we haven't really talked about degrees, but basically 180 degrees is you turning completely around. So if I was facing you guys and then I turned 180 degrees, that would be like me turning and now facing backwards, okay? Which is exactly what we want for our ball, right? We want it to point the ball and then turn and face exactly backwards and just fly away, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Best part about this too, it still does work with the golf hole because it disappears before it has a chance to bounce off. Because, where is it? This here kind of overrides.
Don't add any code to the ball, the obstacles. Will the ball
No,
still
all of the code is on the ball, not on the obstacles.
So
Okay.
you have
Also, this get other thing right here, this, to acquire this, you just hover over other and drag out get other. Okay. So here's the chunks of code. All right, so guys, try to add this in. All right, golf ball dot heading. All of this is just under my golf ball. The green option here is heading, and then this is just a number from math, and then there's the addition, which is also from math. Okay. And this purple block, also under golf ball, it's the option here that says point towards target.
Yeah, let's try to do this really quickly because it's Thursday today. We have only one more day left, and we want to show you one painting app as well. Okay, so everyone add the ball first, and then add this code to your golf ball, and then just throw some obstacles in the front end, on the front end. Okay, give us some up if you're done. Okay, Zaki, how are you doing there? Yeah, can you share your screen and show us, Zaki? Tim, can you stop sharing your screen? I want to go really quickly.
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
I can't see the code.
That's because I stopped sharing. Oh my God. Here. There you go.
Thanks.
Okay, Zaki is not ready yet. Who wants to show his code?
I'm still doing the code to say actually.
Okay. Anyone else?
finished.
Abraz finished. Okay. Go ahead, Abraz, show us.
I go forward.
I can't share the screen because
Yeah, just a sec, because I think Manan still needs a code. How everyone else is doing? Anyone else finished? Yeah, Sophia finished. Okay, Sophia, did you test it? No. Okay, go ahead, test it.
Last block.
How about Hannah?
Like I now just need to get those blue blocks down.
Okay. Hannah, how are you doing there, honey?
I'm still testing mine.
Okay. Becky, are you ready?
Now the last block. The plus block.
Arman, what about you? Ready? Did you finish the coding part?
You can take away the screen now.
Okay, good. Okay, so go ahead, Tim, stop sharing. Abraz, go ahead, share your screen. Let's test yours really quickly. Zaki says he's done too. Good.
Yeah, I'm done also.
Okay, so let me share. There you go. Go ahead, Abraz, take control. Oh, but I don't see the ball here. You didn't add any obstacle.
Can I do that now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I need help.
Ian needs help. Okay. Let me stop sharing this for now. Go ahead, Ian, share your screen. Or team, maybe to speed things up, maybe we can actually start sending Martin to breakout
room.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go to breakout room?
You know what? Send me and Abraz to breakout room so we can test it there.
I want to go to the breakout room.
And send Manan also.
I need to get my test also.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
and send Manan also to breakout room so we
Yeah,
can.
they're in here. There.
I
Ian,
guess
what
I
was the
need to
problem?
go to the breakout
So-
room too.
So
Yeah.
I put all the stuff that you had here, and then I deleted it because it wasn't working.
Oh, it's not supposed to be under edge reached. It's supposed to be under golfball.collided with.
This one?
No, golfball.collided with. You need to make a new one.
Oh, okay. Golf
So click golfball.collided with.
collided with.
Okay, and then in there you have to do like click golf ball again. No, not that one. It's not bounce. Golf ball dot. Scroll down and get the purple one that says point towards target.
No, math, right?
Abraz, can you join the breakout room? No, okay. Point towards target. You're gonna hover over other, and then put get other. Okay, and then you're gonna do another golf ball dot set heading. So click golf ball. Click.
May I go to the breakout room, please? I'm having some trouble.
Just wait. We can help you hear it right now. Irada's just testing with people in the other room. Or I can send you somewhere with Martin.
Yeah, you can just make a third one.
This one?
Yes.
Tim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you making a second breakout room, or are we just waiting?
It's not letting me.
Oh, okay, cool.
What do I do?
Set heading 2, and then do a math block and say golf ball dot heading plus 180.
Golf ball dot heading.
So you need to first find the plus math block and drag it in.
This.
You kicked us out of the breakout room?
Okay, no, I was trying to make a second one. It doesn't let me unless all the rooms are closed.
Yeah, you have to make.
Let me just make a couple now, and then open all rooms. There you go. Are you invited now?
Okay, Armand, join the breakout room.
Okay, I'm joining.
So which one are we joining? Room 1?
Room 1. Yeah. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, good.
So
Abraz, you go too. Yeah, there you go. So Ian, yeah, 180. There you go. And then for the other slot, click golf ball. And scroll down, find the green one that says golf ball dot heading.
Golf ball dot.
Yeah, it's up a little. It's not set, just regular one. There you go. Just the regular one. No, up 2. Down 1, down 2. There you go. And drag that into the other math slot. And now it should bounce off obstacles, but you have to add some.
Yeah, I have so many. Ta-da.
I'm gonna make another ball. I need to stop sharing.
Yeah, there you go. Then you can try it out now. Okay, does anyone else need help, or is everyone else is working fine? Hannah, Zaki, are your guys good? Hannah, do you want to share your screen so I can just take a quick look and then we can keep going? All right, so you got your timer here, and then you're collided with, get other heading. And did you add some obstacles? Go to the designer. All right, so you just added one. Yeah, did you test it out? Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, in that case, you can stop sharing. Maybe try to add a couple more, play around with it, and that should be good.
Okay.
Zach, do you want to share yours? I'll take a look at that too. Zachy, hello?
Yes.
You want to share your screen so I can take a look at your code too?
Can you see my screen?
Yep. Also looks good. Yeah, take a look at the designer real quick. Let me see that. Awesome. Okay, everything looks good. Hey, Martin's back. So is Arman. Okay. So in a sec, Irada will be back with Manon and Ko and Abras. And we can, yeah, well, and then we can keep going with a new little app.
Hi, Tim.
Okay, Tim.
So,
She said to
guys are
test
back?
it on
Yeah,
your
right.
Yeah, we need to test it on your device because they both funking stopped working on my Samsung for some reason.
Yours just broke again? Are you sure you're not just flinging it wrong?
Yeah, no, yeah, it was flunking yesterday, right? But as soon as we added that 0.9 component, something stopped working on my device. So Abras, go ahead, give your QR code to Tim now.
Yeah, share your screen. Give me a sec. I need to start up Flow and stuff.
We have so many characters.
Okay. Okay, here. So take a look. You can request remote control if you want.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, so same thing
How
happens.
fast is your deceleration?
The same thing happens on mine. And look, it doesn't, it goes through the bowl.
Yeah, okay, Alvaro, share your screen again. Let me see your code. Okay, go to your blocks. So first thing, your deceleration is 0.15, which is super, super large. Can you make that point like 9?
Yeah, you immediately kill like 85% of the speed, right?
And then the next thing,
Can you check his timer? Is it set for 100?
can you go to the designer?
Click enter first. Okay.
Click clock.
In the components, click look. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
fine.
100, it's fine. Okay, go back to your blocks. Let me see one more thing. It shouldn't be going through balls. Okay, when ball dot collided with, ball dot point towards target get other, and then ball dot heading, plus 180.
And what's his
This is
multiplier?
fine.
Can you check his multiplier too?
Yeah, can you scroll up?
Scroll up and to the right.
And then to the left.
Oh, sorry, to the left. Yeah, other right. Yeah, 3.
Is 3,
Yeah,
so that's fine. Okay, can you let me scan your QR code one more time. Can you click connect, Emily? Yeah, there you go. Okay, it works now.
Okay. So show the screen.
Finish the flow. Okay, you can request. Yeah, go ahead and try.
Okay, it bounces back. Ah, good. It works. Good job. Good job, Abraz. Can we test Manan's really quickly too?
Yeah, Manan, okay, can you stop moving? Okay, Manan, can you show yours?
And everyone else, can you guys quickly report your status?
Everyone else is good.
Yeah,
check.
and I still want to see Zak's code.
He showed me his, I saw it.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, it's QR code.
My QR code.
Mm.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
Mine hasn't connected yet.
Share screen.
Just right. Okay, there you go. So, did you add the code?
Yeah, it also goes through, right?
Can you show me your code?
What? I did add the code.
Show code.
Okay, I will. As you say, let me just remove, wait, 1 minute.
Go to blocks.
Blocks. Here. Here's my code.
Okay, so you have 2 of them. Can you open up this other one that has a little X? Why? What? Okay, hold up. Let me request control. Use.
Okay, approve. I'll approve it. There.
Right. Shouldn't the point over thing be on the?
No, that second thing is for the whole, I think.
Yeah, this is supposed to be for the
Yeah.
whole. Let me try it.
That's probably what was wrong with it in the beginning. There was nothing wrong with my device.
Okay, there you go. No, I think. I don't know.
Was it working?
Yeah, it works now. All right, try it out. Request control and then try.
Yeah, I'm just doing that. Request remote control. Requested.
Okay, go off. Let's do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just.
Oops,
Hey. Okay, don't click things.
but it did work. We saw it
All right.
bounce.
Anyway, yeah, that's good. There you go.
Bounced off the obstacle.
Yeah.
App closed, but that's fine. Anyway, all right. I think we can just
Good.
keep.
We have 20 minutes left, Tim. What can you show us in those 20 minutes?
I think we can start our next classes project. Whew, okay.
But we just have 20 minutes. Like, we'll only get about 15 minutes of just.
It's okay. If we at least can do the front end today, then tomorrow we can finish and you guys can play with the painting stuff.
Yeah, well, that's sweet.
Okay, yeah, so what we're gonna create now, this looks like a pretty fully fledged kind of mini golf game. You guys can keep playing around with it if you want. I think Ian enjoyed adding obstacles and stuff, so if you want to go further with that, maybe make them move around and stuff, you can try that out. But what we're gonna work on now is we're gonna make a little bit of a paint app. So, how this is gonna work is we're also going to use a canvas and everything, but instead of a ball running around that you can fling and doing like a mini golf thing, it's just gonna be a canvas that you can like draw on. All right. We'll see how much time we have remaining. We might even be able to add in some like camera functionality with your phone. But for now, first thing I want you guys to do is go ahead and just create a new project. So my project, start new project, and you can call this the summer painting. I already have something called painting app, so I can't do that again. But summer painting app.
What are you calling it?
Huh?
What are you calling it?
I'm calling it summer painting app because I already have one called just painting app. But you can call it whatever you want because you don't have like a bunch of projects already in your.
Mr. Paint Title.
You can do that too. So guys, again, the first thing that I'm gonna do with my new app is I'm gonna get rid of this little thing that says screen 1 because it's ugly and I do not like it. All right. To do this, I'm gonna click on screen, scroll down, and uncheck the box that says title visible, and now it's gone. Beautiful. All right, I'm just gonna go through the front end pretty quick and let you guys have some time to catch up with it. I'm gonna wanna add a title at the top because I wanna make it look like more of like a little fun app. All right, to center this title, it's gonna be the same as we usually do: width, fill parent, text alignment center. And I'm gonna make it like a larger font size. I'm gonna call it paint time, but it's gonna be cool. No, it's not. Hold up. You know how like you know how you can have like words or like those names for things that start and end with the same letter? I was gonna do that, but I don't think that works for this. Paint time. There you go. Maybe I'll add a space. There you go. I can make it bold. You can make it colored. You know, you can make it nice and colorful. I don't know what's a good color for this. That's not good. Never mind. Blue cyan. No, that's even worse. I'm just gonna go like gray. Gray is fine here. Dark gray. All right, paint time. Woo-hoo. All right, we got our header. All right. But I think the next part that we need to do, right, to actually allow us to draw anything, right, is going to be, again, to go under drawing and animation, throw a canvas out here, and set both height and width to fill parent. So it's going to take up all of our remaining space. Right. Also, we're going to come back to the front end later and add in some buttons and stuff to change color and all that kind of cool stuff. But before that, I want to get you guys to actually be able to draw something with this app. And it's actually going to be super easy to get that up and running. And I'll show that in a sec. But let me give you a little bit more time just to make sure all of you guys have this. And once you're done with this, give me a thumbs up or say yes in the chat or done in the chat. All right. Okay. So let me know when you guys are good. Okay, so Arman, Abraz, Sophia are all good. Manan, how about you? Manan's good. How about Ian?
I already did a thumbs up at first place.
Oh, okay. Ian, how about you? Ian's also good. Awesome. Okay, so I think we can actually just dive straight into the back end. This app is not going to be super intensive in the front end yet, all right? But we are going to add some really cool stuff in there later, all right? And I'll talk about that.
I have a question.
Yes?
Are we right now going to add our thing that's going to show us where our paintbrush type of thing is?
Not yet. For now, we're going to make a very limited paint game. All it's going to allow us to do is just draw with a black pen. It's not going to give us any options yet.
So today it's just going to show us how to draw with a black pen, right?
Yeah. We'll see how much time we have today. We don't have too much, so I just want to get into a little bit of drawing. And then next class, we're going to add some colors, maybe change the thickness of the brush, an eraser, all that kind of fun stuff. And as many features as we can add tomorrow.
Yay!
Okay, so let's go to the blocks real quick, and I'll show you how we can start drawing with this. It's going to be actually quite simple. We're going to go to Canvas, and you'll see there's a couple options here. But the main one, the best one for us to use, right? When you're drawing on a canvas, what do you think? Which one of these options do you think would be the most relevant to what you're doing? When you're drawing on a canvas, are you flinging it? Are you touching it at a position? Or are you dragging it around?
Dragging it around?
Yeah, so when we're painting, right, we're going to touch down in one place, and then we're going to like draw something cool, like a circle or like a stick man or whatever you're doing, right? So we're actually going to go ahead and pull out dragged. All right, and what we're going to do with this drag is we're just going to draw a little circle wherever our finger is while we're dragging. And that should make like a nice line for us. It'll have a little problem with it, but we'll come back to that in a bit. All right, so the way we're going to do this is we're going to go down, scroll down here until you find the thing here that says draw point. Draw point, where was it? Draw point, here you go. Canvas dot draw point. And it's going to ask you for an X and a Y coordinate. X and Y. All right, these X and Y, we're just going to use, we're going to get them from the canvas. So we're going to say current X is going to be our X, and current Y is going to be our Y. And now you can drag around, and you should see, well, some weird things are going to happen. It'll leave like dots behind or something like that. But for now, that'll be our little app. All right, and I'll show you how we can clean some of that up.
Yeah, there.
Okay, let me actually try this out here.
Done.
So guys, try it out on your phones. Let me know what you think. I'm actually gonna, yeah, I don't know. If you tried it on yours, you'll see it'll be not the greatest thing, and we'll talk about how to make it a lot better.
Yeah, I can't. It's not the greatest thing.
So, Manan and Abraz, we won't go ahead and test this just yet because it doesn't do anything good. So when we make it a little bit better, I'll let you guys try it out, okay? But for those of you with phones, Ian or like Zaki, can you guys tell me what you think is bad about this right now?
It's just dots.
It's just dots, right? So I don't know if you can see this. It just leaves it like a trail of dots behind where you drag your finger. And the dots are really tiny and very light. So it's really hard to actually see what you're drawing. If you were like a really good artist, you could probably use this to make something look cool. But, you know, for our purposes, it just looks really faded and bad. Yeah. All right, so let's do one upgrade. All right, and then we'll have another one after that. All right, so instead of draw point, I'm going to go here to label, not to label, to canvas, and I'm going to use this draw circle instead. Center X is going to be my current X. Center Y is going to be my current Y. And radius, just like with the ball, is going to be the size of the circle we're drawing. All right, so this is going to be a number, and you can play around with this number. I'm going to make mine like 5 for now. And now, if I drag around, I get like a nice thick line following me again around. It still looks chunky because I'm drawing circles, and if I move my finger fast, it's not a continuous line. So like let me try to see if I can show this. If I refresh my screen and I go like really fast, it's not a continuous line. It's just like a bunch of dots spaced apart. Okay? And that's what we're going to try to fix next. But I want you to try this out, play around with the radius, all that kind of stuff.
Can you show one more time how you made space for radius and filter?
I made what? I just went under canvas, draw circle.
Okay, so you pulled another block, right?
Yes.
Done.
Okay, and once you guys have this done, can you guys give me a thumbs up?
I already said that, so I'm not giving a thumbs.
So Manan's done, Ian's good, Hannah's good. How about Abraz, Zaki, how about you? Arman, Sophia's also good, also. Awesome, Zaki's good. Arman, how about you? You there, Arman? Hello?
Yeah, and once we finish the drawing up, we'll guys go through one by one and check what you've done there, okay? So be ready to share your code.
Okay, so Arman, if you're not done, don't worry, because I'm actually just about to change the code anyway. So again, we have a problem, right? It's not a continuous line when we're dragging. It's just like spread out dots. So the last thing that we can do, let me delete this again, is I'm going to go under canvas, and I want to pick this one here that says draw line. All right, here you go, draw a line. All right, and for this, it needs 2 different coordinates, right? Because that's how drawing a line works, right? So let me try to draw this out. So.
Oh, you mean we're deleting stuff and then upgrading?
Yes. Again.
Shows you different notes. He just showed you how to draw with circles, and now he's going to show you how to draw with lines.
So how drawing a line works is it basically marks 2 points using coordinates, and then it tells the program to connect those 2 points with a line. All right, so you'll notice there's x1, y1, which is the first set of coordinates, and then x2, y2, which is the second set. All right, our first set, we're going to set as our previous x and y. So where our mouse was, or where our finger was last time, or last frame. All right, so we're going to do previous x here, previous y here. All right, and then y2 is going to be our current. So current x, current y. And what this will do is next time this thing runs, our current x will become our previous x, and our current x will become like where our new position is, right? And it should result in a continuous line being drawn on your screen, right? So there's like no more dots there. Now, let me actually check something real quick. Yeah, okay, that's fine. All right, so draw a line here.
Okay, so it's a line.
And this will finally result in a continuous looking line for us. All right.
The last thing, Tim, can we start testing?
Yes, this should be the last thing now.
Okay, so you
Now I'll
guys
give you the
have
homework.
an app now, and you previous XY will show you the whatever you touch down, and the current XY will show you the where you want to go, right?
So you can see it in just like 10 minutes, we created like an almost like a fairly functional drawing app. All right, so next class, we're going to add a lot of different features to this, you know, colors, width,
Okay, Manan, you
maybe
ready
a
to
little
test?
camera mode.
Manana Bros, you ready
Yeah,
to
I'm ready.
Okay, and can you send Zaki and Arman with Martin to different rooms so that they can actually showcase their program? Zaki and Arman, be ready to share screens with Martin and show him your code, okay? Just want to make sure that everyone's following.
Zaki and Arman?
Yes, send Zaki and Arman with Martin. Send Abraz and Manan with me to different breakout room. And get Ian and Hannah and Sophia share their screens with you and show it to you, okay?
Okay, so Martin, Arman, and Zaki. Martin, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, your camera died. And Irada, Manan, and Abraz in the other one. Open all rooms. Okay, there you go.
I'm in breakout room 6. That's weird.
All right, so Sophia, Ian, and Hannah, can I go through you guys one by one?
Yeah.
Can you share your screen and just show me how your code looks right now?
Share. Okay.
Beautiful, awesome. Okay, now you can probably delete the circle thing. And I'll actually show you a cool thing. If you don't like how thick your line is, you can go to the designer, and under canvas, there's actually an option to like click on the canvas. There's an option that says line width. You can make that higher, and your line will be nice and thick. All right. You can also play with paint color a little bit if you want. Okay. But yeah, Ian, yours looks great. Good job. So Sophia, can you show me yours? Yeah, Sophia, yours also looks cool. You can go to the designer, play around with some stuff there if you want. Okay, so you saw how I showed Ian line thickness and color, right? Awesome. Okay, looks good. And Hannah, finally, can you share yours too? Okay, looks cool. Yeah, and go to the designer real quick. Let me take a look there. Yeah, awesome. So if you click on canvas, just like I showed Ian and Sophia, you can play around with line width to make the line thicker, play around with paint color to change the color. All right, yeah, but apart from that, awesome. Looks good. You're also good. Okay, don't leave quite yet. I'm gonna pull everyone back in a second, and we can give them the homework. Welcome back.
Yeah.
All right. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of homework real quick before we end our class. And if you guys still need help, we can put you back in the breakout rooms in a sec. And we can test the map stuff here, okay? But let me share screen real quick. All right. So what I want you guys to do as the challenge, right now, when you draw with your app, a lot of times, right, humans make mistakes. We don't really know what we're drawing. And there's really no way to clear our screen without, going and either refreshing the companion screen or, resetting completely and reconnecting. So what I want you to do is add a button right up here. And this button, I'm going to write clear on. I want you to try to figure out how to make it so that when I press this button, it's going to clear my canvas. I will give you a hint. If you click on canvas, there is an option here that will allow you to do that. All right. It's very an intuitive option. So you should be able to figure it out. All right. And then you just do that when button one dot click. All right, so that's a little bit of a challenge. If you want a bigger challenge, make another button over here. You can use a horizontal arrangement if you want. All right. If you guys remember how we did that last time. Okay. This is challenge part 2. All right. So let me write this out in the chat. Challenge, or let me write this out on the screen so it's part of the recording.
On the screen, yeah.
So challenge 1, make clear button. Challenge 2, make horizontal arrangements with color buttons. Okay. So guys, if I make a horizontal arrangement, I can put all my buttons in here. And then, for instance, look, I can make a button that says red. Maybe I could even make the button look red and give it like a white font color. And then I want you guys to try to see if you can program it to make it so that when you press this button, it's going to change the paint color of our canvas to red. All right, that's the challenge 2. That'll be a little bit harder. But this challenge right here, the challenge 1 is really easy. So I hope all of you guys can do challenge 1 at least and try challenge 2, or at least add the button if you can't figure out how to code it. Okay?
And we'll start the next class through walking you through how Tim would do that. Anyway,
yeah,
okay?
And you guys can show it if you finish it.
Yeah.
Class. All right? Apart from that, if you guys still need help, we can stick around for a little bit and you guys can share your screens and we can take a look.
Let's go through. Martin, were able to confirm with Arman and Zaki everything good with their code?
Yeah, Arman was just like finishing up the last thing, so I think he got it.
Okay, Arman, you
But I
still.
wasn't able to see.
Zaki was okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Martin, can you confirm if Zaki's code was okay?
Zaki's was fine. Yeah.
Okay, so Zaki, you may go. Thank you so much for today. And Abraz and Manan stay.
Bye.
We'll test your, we will test your code.
Can I
Ian,
go?
what do you do? Yeah, you probably tested already yours, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, and Hannah and Sophia, how are you ladies doing? Yeah, so Sophia's okay. Tim, were you able to test there?
Yeah, everyone here was good too. So Hannah, Sophia, they're all fine.
Okay, so Sophia, Hannah, you ladies can go. So it's a man and a brass. Okay, and Tim, can you maybe then test on your flow?
I have to keep reopening this.
Yeah.
Does yours not work?
Should I share my screen?
Yeah. Why doesn't, what happened to yours?
Well, don't know, have some issues today. Slow on battery, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Right, I actually have to head out right away because it's just missed. So I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you, Martin. Bye.
Did it connect?
For the Python coding that we're doing, the turtle and Python one, I found out something new.
Manan, can you share your screen one more time?
Tim,
Sure.
do it simultaneously maybe. And you can stop recording, Tim.